everyone, and welcome to another episode of Talking with Jorge. As we continue to talk real estate and we continue to get educated on the real estate transaction and how many components are involved and what does it take to complete a real estate transaction. In previous episodes, we have talked to an appraiser, we have talked to a realtor, we have talked to a title rep. Well, this morning we have in our studio Stacy, and Stacy is here today to talk to us about home warranty. How are you doing today, Stacy? Welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming in today, and for educating us about what it is that you do. I know that you do the home warranty, right?
Yes, home warranty.
Okay. So, first of all, how did you get into the real estate industry?
So honestly, I had a friend that was a realtor, and he was always kind of pushing me to do something more, right, with my career. And he was really an investor. So he didn't work with a lot of buyers and sellers. He did a lot of flipping houses and things like that. And so he was like, hey, I do get a lot of buyers and sellers looking. And so he was like, come on, come and work with me and, become a realtor. And so that's really how I got into real estate, the industry back in 2001 is I was a real estate agent before I was a home warranty rep.
2001, that's 24 years ago.
I know. I don't know.
You know how I know that? I'm not great in math, but I know that because that's when I started my business
Oh, okay.
in 2001, and we just had our 24th anniversary.
Nice.
And 80% of our customers are real estate. We do a lot of the printing and signage and installation of the signs, business cards, flyers, and all that for the realtors. So you and I have been on each other for some time now at different events, different real estate events.
Yes, for sure.
With
Yes.
Gavar, right? Mixers, the Women Council of Realtors, with NARAP and things like that. And I see you everywhere, right? Well, that's real estate related, right? I even bumped into you once in Ventura, remember?
Yeah, the Ventura Fairgrounds.
Yeah, Ventura
that
Fairgrounds.
was
They're
fun.
walking
Yeah.
around, and there you are. It's a small world.
It is a small world. But as as a sales rep, we, and too, we have to promote ourselves, our business, and be out there where the people are so that we can, meet them, chat with them, and so that they know, like, hey, I'm out here working, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah. So, the real estate transaction, there's a lot of components. There's a lot of people involved. It's not just the realtor and the home buyer, right? Or the seller, right?
100%, yeah.
There's different pieces behind the scenes. And that's what this program is about, to find out what it is, who's there, and why is it important, right?
Yes.
You got escrow, right? You got title. You got the insurance, right? You have all kinds of different things, termites, right? Everything, right? So your role in the transaction is home warranty, correct?
Yes.
Right? What is home warranty? Why is it important? Why should we have it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, really, everybody should have it, not just people that buy a home. But, my role in the transaction is really, we are a home service contract, right? So we're going to cover major systems and appliances in the home. So the importance of having a home warranty in real estate transaction is because it not only is going to give the buyer coverage for these things that fail after escrow closes, but it's really a protection for the seller too, right? Because if you think about it, if 3 weeks after the close of escrow, their dishwasher stops working or their water heater stops working, a lot of times who's the first person they're going to call, right? They're going to call their realtor and be like, hey, the seller needs to fix this, right? Because we just bought it for them. And so now they need to fix it. So really it is a protection for the seller also. So then they're not going to be calling the seller to fix it. They're going to be calling us for assistance. So it's kind of a win-win in all ways. So it helps to protect the realtor also from possible lawsuits, right? So really benefits for everybody. The buyer, of course, it's going to have that benefit for us being able to assist them with, repairing or replacing items in the home. And then, the seller protection from possible lawsuits. And then the realtors too. Just makes their life easier because then they're not trying to hire a handyman or trying to help their clients out that way. They can just look to us for that assistance.
So what you're saying is, I go out and I buy a new home, or a new home to me, right?
Hmm.
Could be a 30-year home, and after I move in a month and a half later, let's say, right, the washer and dryer goes out, or the refrigerator stops working, or the stove stops working, right? It came with the house, right? So that's when you come in. That's the home warranty covers that. It'll take care of the service of that piece that went out.
Yeah, so as long as you have coverage for those items and it's included in your policy. So yeah, as long as it failed. So the main thing I always tell realtors and clients, failure due to normal wear and use. That's what home warranty is about, right? So that just means that you're in the home, you're using it, you're using your dishwasher, you're using your washing machine, all of those things. Fails due to normal wear and use. And then you can call us, place
Okay,
a service request, and then we would have a technician go out and look to see what's going on with it, give a diagnosis, either repair it or replace it.
does it matter how old that unit is? So let's say I bought the house, and the previous owner was there for 10, 15 years, right? And they came with the appliance, so that appliance probably been, 5, 6, 10 years old. There's no longer has the manufacturer's warranty.
Right, right. And so, no, that does not matter to us at all. And we know that, units can be older, even 30 years old, some of these AC units, right? But they're still working. So that's the main concern is it has to work, right? It has to work properly after the close of escrow, at least once for the new client. So it can't be a situation where escrow closes and the first time they go to use their dishwasher, it doesn't work. So that kind of scenario,
It doesn't
doesn't
qualify.
qualify, right? Because it
Yeah,
has to be
it's
in good working order. So we don't care the age, just good working order. And we know units are
okay.
older. Every house is not going to come with a new water heater. And I mean, of course, that would be ideal, right?
Right.
But yeah, and we know that people are there using, especially during COVID, right? Like everybody was home just using their stuff every single day. So that's where the warranty comes in. Failure due to normal wear and use, and then you can call us.
So, do some home buyers opt out of having a home warranty, or is it a mandatory thing that we should have that?
So it is not a mandatory thing. So it's not like an NHD report or anything like that. They can opt out to it. But, if we do get that scenario, I always call the agent, kind of, give a little coaching. Like it's definitely
Yeah.
going to be beneficial for them, but they don't. And if they don't get it through escrow, which normally is done through escrow, because most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, the seller um, pays for it, right? Through
Mhm.
negotiation. But that's just kind of like a normal kind of thing, right? So, but if they don't, they can always get it after the close of escrow. Okay. So, or even if they don't get enough coverage that they want, they can always add on. They have like 60 days after the close of escrow where they can,
Hmm.
add on coverage or upgrade or get the home warranty put on.
Yeah, I think that the smart thing to do is to automatically have it. As a
100%.
home buyer, I don't see a reason why I want to opt out. My daughter bought a mobile home last year, right? And we had issues after she moved in, like a month or 2 months later.
Mhm.
First thing, the water heater stopped working, right? And I gotta ask her. I don't know if she has a home warranty or not, but I'll ask her. But when the water heater stopped working, we came out, and serviced it. We fixed it. I hired a plumber, and they came out and they fixed it, and we took care of that. Like a month or two later, there was leakage in the house. There was water leakage. It was leaking from underneath the motorhome. So I advised her to call the property owner, the landowner, right? Because they rent the space, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And they said that it wasn't their issue; it was her issue,
Mm.
right? So we had the plumber go out there, go underneath it, and there was some leakage from underneath the house, right? So we paid for that to get fixed. It was just some old pipes and stuff like that, right? Later on, it's leaking again. Another month goes by or two, and she said, "Dad, it's leaking again," right? So we had to repipe the house, right? Is that something that if she has, I don't know if she has, it's too late now because we took care of it on our own, right? But if she has had the home warranty, would that something that would have helped her?
I mean, for sure. Definitely. I mean, the second that water heater went out, she could have called us and we would have sent out a plumber. You have a pipe leak, you could call us, we'll send out a plumber. Yeah, it's definitely for sure. And it's sad to think, like, especially a brand new first time home buyer, right? A lot of times they are using all the money that they've saved to purchase that home. They don't have like a lot of extras, so that's definitely gonna help them, if something happens, at any time. I mean, the home warranty is a one-year plan, right from the beginning, so at any time they can utilize it, and there's no amount of times. So,
Hmm.
we don't say like, "Oh, you can only use it so many times." So definitely throughout the year, it could help with anything that's, going on with those
So
systems in the
there's no
home.
limit in how many times I can use it. It's not like AAA. They say, "Oh, you already had
Right.
your 3 or 4 toes, and that's it."
Right? No, no, there's not.
Oh
So
wow.
any kind of, issues they're having throughout that year. And then, we do send out renewal options. So it's not like they can just have it for that 1 year. And even, right, any homeowners can get a home warranty that doesn't just have to go through a real estate transaction.
Mm.
Because I read an article and I don't know the source, so I can't really quote, but there's a large amount of homeowners, I believe it's like 70% or that don't even have $1,000 in their savings if something happens. So, a home warranty can definitely, help and assist with that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend, I'm not a realtor, I'm not into real estate, but I would highly recommend that if you're buying property, consider having the home warranty on it because it covers that. Now,
Yeah.
there's two different ones. There's a home warranty and there's home insurance.
Right.
There's
So
what's the difference
so
between the
definitely we
two?
kind of work hand in hand with homeowners insurance, because for us, we're a home service contract. So we're going to cover, like I said, the major systems and appliances in the home, plumbing leaks, plumbing stoppages, all of those things. So the homeowners insurance is more for um, secondary damage and things that happen to the home as far as flooding, fires, vandalism, that type of thing. So the way we kind of work hand in hand is if, a water heater bursts, right? And you're
Mhm.
on vacation.
Mhm.
So you have no idea. So the water has now seeped through, right, to one of the bedrooms, ruined the flooring, the walls, the baseboards, all of that.
Mhm.
So for us, we cover the water heater, the actual unit. So that type of secondary damage, then they can refer that to, do a consultation with their homeowner's insurance and see if they want to move forward with repairing the carpet or the flooring, the walls, that type of thing. So secondary damage would be more in the homeowner's insurance
Mhm.
realm.
That happened to us once, we went down to Orange County, and when we came back, the toilet was running, and it damaged all the flooring. We had to replace all the wood panels, everything, and part
Yes.
of the walls because it got wet.
Yeah.
It got
Yes.
soaking wet.
Yeah. Because that water, I mean, it just gets sucked up and you have no idea
Like
how far
sponge.
it goes,
Yeah.
into the walls and the flooring, all of that. So,
So when a new homeowner is out there looking for a property, right, and he's with the realtor and or now they're in escrow, la da da da, is it something they have to request a home warranty or automatically the realtor will refer them? They have to go through you, the homeowner, they have to go find you, or something that the realtor will refer to?
so normally how it works is when they're writing that contract to purchase the property, there is a spot, I believe it's like page 3, that says for a 1-year home warranty, right? For the property. So the realtor can then fill that out saying that yes, they're wanting a home warranty for their client. Who's going to pay for it? How much money is going to be allotted for that home warranty and the company that it's going to be done by. So that's the norm. And then if that doesn't happen though, then they can pretty much go on their own. Some realtors have specific companies that they work with that they
Mhm,
have relationships with,
mhm,
and I think that is important because um, you know I get to know the realtor. I can help their clients personally. So it is important to have those relationships, right? Some realtors will give their client options. They'll say, here's, 3 brochures of home warranty coverage, right? You look at it, you can kind of see what which one you want to go with depending on the coverage and price, right? So, but under normal things that I see, it's the realtor kind of writes in what company that they want, and normally the realtor or escrow. Well, normally escrow doesn't like to do that, but the realtor would then order it with me, or some like to go online and order it, and then a policy is put in place for them. It's normally paid through escrow. If it's in the contract, it has to be paid through escrow. And then we send out all of their declaration of coverage after the close of escrow to that new buyer that kind of explains their coverage and how to utilize it.
Is it something that they pay monthly, or is it a one-time fee every year?
Yeah. So no, the first year is a one-time payment, right? So they're going to write in the price of the coverage of the plan that they want for their client, and then they're covered for the full year. They don't have to worry about making monthly payments to us or whatnot. So now for renewals, they can opt to do payments, which I think is great because it makes it more affordable for them. So there's payment options. Also for regular homeowners, we do have a product that is for homeowners that aren't going through a real estate transaction but want a home warranty on their home. And so we do have plans that they offer a monthly payment for that too. So that's
Really?
that's a great opportunity for them.
So somebody had the house and didn't have the home warranty, they can always go ahead and buy one.
Yeah, anybody.
Can rentals do that? Can,
Yes.
somebody who's renting a property buy home warranty?
Yes. Well, I mean, the renter can if they're responsible, right, for any
Their own
repairs and things
appliances.
like that. If they're required to pay for those kind of things, then yeah, anybody can get a home warranty at any time. So I think it's great. And like I said, everybody needs one, right? Because how much money do you have in your savings that if something major happens, especially like one of your HVAC units or a
Right.
water heater, that could be a nice
Right.
chunk of money that you may have to be paying out. So, if you can have that budget protection by having a home warranty, why not? I mean, I think about it is as far as how much you're going to pay for a home warranty is pretty much if you have to replace a dishwasher, you should have just bought a home warranty because then we could have covered the dishwasher, right? And then you're going to have all this coverage for all these other things in your home. So, it's definitely great. Good idea to look into if you haven't already.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
How does someone get a hold of you if we don't have a realtor, let's say?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm available online. So, our website at orhp.com. I'm on social media. I'm available by phone, message, email. I pride myself in making myself available for questions and for, any help with realtors, talking to their clients, talking coverage. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the name of the company that you work for?
Old Republic Home Protection.
Old Republic. Okay. And how long they been around?
So about 50 years.
So it's got a good reputation.
Yes.
It's a good reputable company.
We have really good, and just our core values with our company. That's why I love working for them. We definitely pride ourselves in customer service and just being very transparent, and our logo is people helping people. So that's what we pride ourselves in, helping people.
All right. Well, anything else that I missed that you want to tell me about? No?
No,
Oh.
I love it.
Well, thanks. Thank
Yeah.
you, Stacy, for coming down, spend some time and, educating us on what home warranty is and what it does. It's something that I highly would recommend to any home buyer to
Yes.
go ahead and buy it, especially if you're buying an older property, because you don't know the history of that particular appliance. You
No,
don't
you
know if it
don't.
may go down or not. It might last you the next 10, 15 years. It might last you the next 10, 15 days.
It's true, especially if it's an investor-owned property. I mean, they don't know, to just what to disclose because they don't know the whole background of everything that's in the home like a regular homeowner does. So it's always a good idea.
Yeah. Well, again, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for chatting with us. And we will see you at the next RPG meeting. Right?
Yes.
And for those who don't know what RPG meetings are, is we meet the first and the third Friday of the month over at the YMCA in Lancaster, right? And it's the real estate professional group.
Yes.
And it's all about networking with the real estate agents and things like that. So If you're someone who provides service to the realtors, the RPG meetings is where you want to be the first and the third Friday of the month. It's free breakfast in the morning for all the attend. If you're not a Gavar member, you're welcome to join them the first time. They won't kick you out, but it's for affiliates and members only. But tell them, hey, George said I could come this time, but you should join. You should definitely be part of Gavar. Stacy, again, thanks.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you
You
so
have a
much. I appreciate
wonderful
it.
day, okay?
You too. Thanks. Have a great one.
See you guys around.